Oh, these people just can't get enough Photoshop. There's so many other edits to talk about, and you guys seem to like the first one, so we're bringing it back again with the top 10 celebrities caught using Photoshop part 2. What's going on, guys? I'm your host Bree Room, and welcome back to IO. Before we get started on the video, just a reminder that we have playlists at the ready for you guys to enjoy, and also stay tuned until the end because I'll be reading out more of your comments. Starting us off at number 10, Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift posts regularly to her Instagram, so it's no surprise that her fans are always in the loop with what she's up to. Back in 2015, Taylor snapped a picture of her on a boat with friends from girl group Hyam. Their bathing suit candid was almost insta-ready, but Taylor decided to do a little tweaking to the photo. Not that she needs to, and maybe she shouldn't have. I'm guessing she was trying to enhance some curves or something because the final image came out looking a little wonky. In the image, you can see the railing of the boat is looking kinda wavy, and I don't think that's how the boat was originally designed. Taylor fell victim to one of the most common mistakes in editing, and now it's on the internet forever. And at number 9, Britney Spears. Britney has had some Photoshop mishaps in the past. Even though she looks amazing, Britney has been seen editing the sides of her waist on a few occasions. Once in this bathroom selfie, and again poolside. Her edits aren't that bad. I mean, they're noticeable, but not as much as others on this list. But one of her pictures stands out to me as a total fail. This picture of Britney on stage with abs drawn on is almost comical. Some people think that her ab contour is just makeup, but I'm not so sure about that. If you really look at the picture, the lines are way too crisp and straight for them to just be makeup. You wouldn't be able to see the contour that well from where the picture was taken, so I'm guessing that Britney drew the checkered pattern onto her stomach in post. But you be the judge. At number 8, Justin Bieber. Do you guys remember Justin's Calvin Klein ad back in 2015? Because I sure do. My friends were all thirsting over him and his muscles. But I also remember when we found out that they photoshopped a lot of the image. In the side-by-side comparison of the before and after Photoshop images, you can see that whoever edited the photo beefed Biebs up a little bit and made his, you know, a little bigger. I mean, the ad is still a thirst trap and people were still gushing about him, but those edits made quite a difference. He went from looking like someone from my high school to looking like that hot guy in your college lectures who all the girls stare at when he walked into the room, you know? Big difference. At number 7, Kim Kardashian. Guys, she's back. This time with a sequel to Dude, Where's My Car? We're going to talk about this Photoshop fail I like to call Dude, Where's My Arm? In this 2014 photo, Kim was caught missing her right arm as she posed next to best friend Jonathan Cheban. Kim was suspected of editing her curves again, probably by cutting out the image around her waist and shaping her body. Turns out that when she cut some stuff out, she amputated a limb in the process. At first, I thought, oh, maybe her arm's just behind Jonathan. But nope, it's just gone, just like that car in the last Kim K photo disaster we covered last time. Coming in at number 6, Kourtney Kardashian. I have a lot of questions about this picture. It scares me a little. First of all, what's going on with her face? See, I'm not convinced that this is even Kourt's real body. Don't get me wrong, she always looks great, but in this picture, I think they took another picture of a model in a tub and just added Kourt's face onto it. It just looks too detached from the rest of her body and kinda disproportionate. Like her head is a little too big for her body there. My other question is, what happened to her leg? Did it just fall off and start floating around in the tub? Cause that thing is not attached to Kourtney's body at all. I mean, look at it. Her knee is way too far down to be normal, and it just disappears at the contact point of her leg and her other knee. Where did your leg go, Kourt? This has to be up there with one of the worst Photoshop jobs ever. Halfway through at number 5, Kris Jenner. Keeping up with the Kardashians here, we're going to bring Mama Kris Jenner into this. In a post back in 2014, Kris Jenner and chef Gordon Ramsay were spotted together promoting Kris's cookbook. Being the celebrities that they are, they posted their pictures together on their Instagrams. Except Kris's image looked a little bit off compared to Gordon's. Gordon's picture has like no editing done to it, maybe a little brightening, but that's about it. But Kris's picture, well, that's a different story. She was caught smoothing the crap out of both of their faces to the point where they don't look human anymore. The smoothing done to their faces isn't nearly as bad as John Mayer's editing job, but they still look like creepy wax figures. Kris has had her share of Photoshop mishaps, but this must have been quite a shock to Gordon to see himself like that online. He almost looks approachable in this picture. In at number 4, Aubrey O'Day. Aubrey O'Day isn't fooling anyone with her edits, I'm just gonna put that out there. At first when I saw some of her edited pictures, I was like, okay, she edits her waist just like everyone else. Like, it's a dramatic change, but let me tell you, when I saw these other pictures, my jaw dropped. What happened to her face? She looks like an alien. She's looking straight out of Mars with these pictures, and we know this isn't what she looks like in real life. These pictures are a bad combination of surgery and too much Photoshop. Aubrey is so beautiful, and these pictures just aren't doing her justice. These edits make her features look so sunken in, and it's a little zombie-ish. Not too long ago, Aubrey was scrutinized for her appearance and how she looked in public. The images that the tabloids took of her were altered to make her look bad, and these Instagram posts aren't making her look much better. Aubrey, you're beautiful. Don't do this to yourself. In at number 3, Phaedra Parks. Phaedra Parks is so freaking gorgeous, and her Instagram is killer. But in a post from back in 2014, she wasn't exactly killing the Photoshop game. In a picture taken alongside rapper Nicki Minaj, fans were shocked to see such a big editing mistake. In the image, there was apparent evidence of altering to Phaedra's waist. I'm pretty sure she used like that pinch tool to bring her waist in, but it also warped, stretched, and blurred the image in the area that it was edited. This mistake reminds me of the Lindsay Lohan incident where she edited her butt and the door frame was like warped. Like, how did you miss this when you posted it? It's staring you right in the face. You can't tell me you didn't see this before posting it. There's no way. In at 2, Tupi Saravia. This one is by far my favorite because of how sneaky and clever it is. Imagine you're out having a picnic on the beach and you get a candid photo and oh no, something's missing. What is it? Clouds. Yes. Instagram influencer Tupi Saravia was caught photoshopping clouds into her pictures. She is so clever for doing this. The only reason she got caught though is because she was using the same clouds in her pictures. No matter where in the world she was, when she snapped a photo, those clouds were sure to be there. In an interview, she said that those clouds always looked the best to her and she didn't realize that they all looked the same until someone pointed it out. This is up there in cleverness with Madison Beer's glass pane idea. But unfortunately for both of them, they've been caught with their photoshopping because you just can't fool your fans. They will find out your tricks sooner or later. Capping things off at number 1, Lauren Goodger. Recently, Lauren Goodger was caught photoshopping a picture of her and her dad when she was 5 years old, and I just have to talk about it. She seems to have smoothed out her and her dad's face. Why? I don't know. I mean, the picture isn't fooling anyone. Sure, her dad looks kind of normal, but little Lauren, not so much. With all the smoothing and touching up, she's looking like a little CGI Renesmee from Twilight. Like, she doesn't look real. Also, there's kind of a sharp line around the side of her face, so you can tell that it doesn't quite match up to the rest of her body. This also begs the question of why she felt the need to Photoshop her childhood self in the first place. When you're a kid, looks don't matter, and if you're looking back on yourself as a kid, looks still shouldn't matter. There's no reason you have to go and alter your memory. Okay, now before we wrap up the video, let's get into comment shoutouts from the last celebrity Photoshop video. Regina Getter says, John got a hold of that smoothing tool and wouldn't let it go. OMFG, how have I never seen this? LMAO, I'm dying. I was dying when I saw that picture. I had to put it at number 1. It was just too bad. Slim Arcade Z says, I'm glad to see you're finally doing comment shoutouts. Hopefully I get a shoutout in your next video. Well, since you put 3 smiley faces at the end, I guess I can shout you out. Leland Watkins says, you always look like a snack to me, Brie. Thank you. Also, I said that it looked like a potato in the last video and everyone's coming for me because that's Charlotte's thing, so I'm sorry. I'll just say that it looked like a burnt chicken nugget, but I still love myself. And with that, let's wrap things up. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and if you did, show us some love by liking the video and subscribing to the channel for more IO goodness. That's all I've got for you guys today, so I will see you in the next one. So we're bringing it back again. In at 2, looks don't matter, and if you're looking back on yourself as a kid, looks